All right, for this workout, I basically just did a lot of pull-ups. I followed this kind of set scheme that just saw in a YouTube video, like maybe a year back or so from now on. I've done it before with dips, so it's basically you kind of have like you know 3 rounds of 3 sets. At least that's how I can kind of explain it. So you'll just have like your first 3 sets, right? Your first set, you probably do like your max amount of reps. And I was able to get to 15 reps in my first set. And then you rest 1 minute. Now you do your second set and you rest another minute. Now you do your third set, right? And then after that, you rest 4 minutes. And then now you go into your second round of three sets, right? And the same goes on and on. And if you want, you can add it up. Just add up the total amount of how much you did in general, and then like you can just see like how much you did in total of that workout, right? I've done this with push-ups, I've done this with dips, I've done this with chin-ups, I've done this with pull-ups before, some time ago, but this is my first time kind of doing it in a while. And of course, like again, this is day 2 of me just using the straight bar and the ground. So just what's the most basic simple thing I can do is just pull-ups, right? I did mix in half reps or shorties at the end for my final 3 sets, and just to kind of like burn out a little bit, I feel like, which which like got a pretty good like nice little pump and whatever in my forearms, right? I know that arm wrestlers, they will do half reps for like pull-ups and chin-ups. They'll do the top range of motion, which is what I did, and that allows for them to basically be able to hold like that 90-degree angle a lot better when they are going against an opponent. But for me, I just kind of did it just because I just wanted to have fun. Of course, I did a lot more reps with the half reps than I would have with the full ranges of motion. But it was interesting seeing like how by each set went down. Of course, my performance went down, of course, like but it was interesting with the first round of three sets. My first set was 15 reps, then my second set was 6, and then my third set was 6, right? So for one, getting to 15 reps, that's a lot of reps that I haven't hit before. And honestly, my goal would probably be to hit like 30 in total in one set. But it was just interesting how like in 1 minute of rest, my performance for the pull-ups went down like drastically, right? And I'm doing close grip pull-ups or at least shoulder width pull-ups, right? Just to kind of get more of my arms and get more of my forearms working a little bit. And then again, with doing close grip work, right, you're also getting a bit more of a stretch on your lats, because now your hands are more vertically upwards, right? Which again, just allow for your lats to get stretched a lot better, especially in the dead hanging position. So when you pull from that position, right, you're just going to go through a much fuller range of motion. And if like, again, since I'm only working with the bar and the floor, and if you're in the same predicament, right, you can just, you can kind of use this as a way to work your arms, right, without having to try out isolation movements or without having to go to isolation movements. Now, what's going to be simpler? Probably just doing some curls, some forearm exercises, whatever. But, again, I'm just trying to test myself and see, like, what I can do with these limitations that I've put on myself, right? And I do have my pushing workout tomorrow, so it's going to be very interesting what I can kind of come up with in order to, like, work my chest, shoulders, and triceps. There's, like, so many different variations that already come to mind when it comes to just pushing movements alone. But what's interesting is the challenge that's going to be given to me with doing pulling movements, right? Like I'm going to have to figure out what I can do in order to just like work my back, biceps, forearms, right? The back of my shoulders, right? With just like the straight bar. And I can do like pull-ups. I can probably do like front lever pulls, right? But it's like I'm just going to have to just see like, how can I place my arms? How can I, move it this certain way, or what ranges of motion can I play around with? Things like that. It's going to be very interesting, and I'm kind of like, excited to continue on with this challenge. If I'm not mistaken, it would be video 263 where the 30 days of me doing this would come to an end. And of course, I'm going to be looking towards the results just to see like how much progress I've made or what I have made or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I am trying to gain weight. So I'll just see how, within a month of like bulking basically, or just kind of like slight, gaining weight along with just doing like, more simpler basic exercises and whatnot would kind of do in tandem, with me having this challenge, right? But yeah, that's about all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. It's just pull-ups again. I also have my Instagram. If you guys want to hit me up, message me, whatever, ask me any questions you wouldn't ask me in the comments, please do so. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.